let's just spend some time together. I don't really have any plans for today's video, but actually I prefer those kind of videos when there is no plan. The ones where I don't have to sit and be thinking that I have to say something important or something smart instead. Instead I just let my brain wander. And sometimes those are the best conversations. I don't know about you, but I've realized my brain is the busiest, the most random moments. Like, I'll be brushing my teeth and suddenly I'm thinking about something that happened when I was 11 or 12. And or I'll remember someone I haven't seen in years and I wonder what they're doing right now. Like, do you ever do that? I think it's funny how memories work. Like, you can completely forget about something and then you smell a certain perfume or hear a song and it brings you right back into that moment. Like, it's almost like your brain has thousands of little boxes stored in your head. Like, most of them stay closed, but every now and then one opens for absolutely no reason. I actually really love asking people random questions. And like, what's your favorite kind of smell? Mine changes all the time. Sometimes it's like fresh strawberries, and sometimes it's chocolates, and sometimes it's just the smell after it just rains. I don't know why, but rain has one of the nicest smell ever, especially when it's been really hot outside and everything suddenly feels so calmer. Like, I think weather changes my mood more than I realize. Like, when it rains, I want a blanket, I want noodle soup, I want a movie. But when it's sunny outside, I feel so guilty for staying inside and I would just prefer doing a workout. I don't know. It's so weird sometimes. And speaking of weird, have you ever gone to the supermarket for one thing and somehow left with 10 things except the one you needed? I do that way more often than I'd like to admit. And I'll walk in thinking, okay, I only need to buy some milk, but then 20 minutes later, I'll have candles, cookies, snacks, a notebook that I definitely didn't need, and still no milk. I don't know why that happens, and actually, I think grocery stores are very dangerous when you're hungry. Everything seems so delicious when you're hungry. Things I've never even thought about buying before. Like, you're standing there looking at cookies thinking, okay, maybe today is the day that I need a cookie. And then I get home and I realize that I still forget the thing that I needed the most. And honestly, that's such a perfect example of life. You start going in one direction and then you get distracted by 20 other things on your way. I feel like adulthood is just mostly just trying to remember what you were originally doing. Another thing that I've noticed is the older I get, the more exciting little things become. Like finding a really comfortable pillow or getting into clean bed sheets or finding a new TV show that I'd really like to watch. Like, when I was younger, those things would have sounded so boring, and now they're just amazing. I don't even know when it happened. Like, sometimes I wonder if becoming an adult is just slowly getting excited about practice things. Like buying storage containers or getting excited because there's a discount on something that you already buy all the time. As a kid, I would have never believed that this is where the excitement would come from. But here we are, and I also think people underestimate how nice it is to do absolutely nothing. Not because I'm lazy, but just because I'm resting. I think we've convinced ourselves that every minute has to be productive. Like, if we're sitting, we should be learning something. If we're walking, we should be listening to a podcast. If we're relaxing, we should be answering emails. It's like we're forgetting that resting is also doing something, and your brain also needs to quiet. Your body also needs to quiet. My brain also needs to quiet. And I actually love those evenings when I do absolutely nothing. Like, no plans, no notifications, nothing, like just sitting there, maybe making tea, watching YouTube, looking outside. And those evenings, they always seem to disappear the fastest. I wish they stayed so much longer. You know, something I've always found interesting. Everyone has little habits they never talk about, and life is full of these tiny little moments. They're not even important, and nobody talks about them. I feel like that's what makes life looks real. I think that's why I like these videos so much. Like, nothing huge has to happen, nothing important has to happen. I don't need to tell a dramatic story. Sometimes it's just enough to just sit there and talk and keep each other company for a little while. Like, I don't know where you're listening from. Maybe you're in bed, maybe you're studying, maybe you're in your living room, maybe you're cleaning your room, or maybe you're on the road, back home, going to work. But wherever you are, I'm really happy you decided to spend some time here today with me. Actually, I've always wondered why some of the best conversations happen when you're not trying to even have a conversation. Like when you're driving somewhere with someone, like nobody's really trying to impress the other person. There's no pressure. Then somehow you end up talking about the biggest life questions you've ever had. Or maybe it's really late at night with you, like everyone is asleep and the room is quiet, and suddenly your mind decides that's the perfect time to think about absolutely everything, and you can't sleep. I've always found nighttime so interesting. Everything feels slower, everything feels deeper, even the world outside sounds different. There are fewer cars, there are fewer people, the air feels different.